Good evening and welcome to the news update for June 28th, 2025. Tonight, we focus on the latest developments surrounding British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who is facing mounting challenges nearly a year into his leadership. From a major rebellion within his own party to electoral setbacks and controversial remarks, Starmer's government is under intense scrutiny. Here's the full story: Welfare Bill Rebellion. We begin with a significant political storm in Westminster. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has been forced to make major concessions on a controversial welfare reform bill after a rebellion from over 120 Labour MPs threatened to derail it. The proposed changes to personal independence payments, or PIP, sparked outrage, leading Starmer to backtrack to avoid a humiliating defeat in a Commons vote scheduled for Tuesday. The revised plan protects existing claimants but has drawn accusations of creating a two-tier benefit system. Critics, including the Conservative Party and the SNP, warn that these changes could cost between £3 and £4.25 billion, potentially forcing tax hikes in the upcoming autumn budget. Political historian Sir Anthony Seldon has called Starmer's leadership the worst start for any Labour Prime Minister since 1945, pointing to a series of U-turns, including earlier reversals on winter fuel payments and a grooming gangs inquiry. Electoral losses. Adding to Starmer's woes, Labour suffered a bruising defeat in 3 recent by-elections. Nigel Farage's Reform UK secured victories in Stockbridge and Upper Don in Sheffield, while the Greens took Shooters Hill in Greenwich. These losses underscore Labour's declining popularity, with polls showing the party's net approval rating at a dire 45%. Starmer's personal approval rating stands at just 28%, despite a slight uptick from a low in May. The results have fueled criticism from opponents, with Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch and Reform UK's Richard Tice accusing Starmer of weak leadership and failing to connect with voters. Immigration controversy. The Prime Minister also faced backlash over recent comments on immigration. Starmer expressed deep regret after stating that without strict migration controls, the UK risked becoming an island of strangers. The phrase drew sharp criticism, adding to ongoing debates about his handling of immigration policy. This misstep has further strained his public image at a time when his government is already on shaky ground. International efforts. On the international stage, Starmer has been more active. He recently secured a trade deal with the United States, exempting Britain from some tariffs, a rare win for his administration. Additionally, discussions have progressed on Ukraine's potential membership in NATO's Joint Expeditionary Force, signaling Starmer's commitment to global security. However, these efforts have been largely overshadowed by his domestic challenges. Leadership under fire. Starmer's leadership is facing intense criticism from all sides. Former Conservative Minister Sir Grant Shapps and Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride have suggested that Labour MPs' recent rebellion could embolden further challenges to Starmer's authority. Posts on social media platform X reflect growing public frustration, with some users calling Starmer weak and unfit for office. The combination of policy U-turns, electoral defeats, and controversial remarks has left Starmer's government in a precarious position, less than a year after Labour's landslide victory in July 2024. Closing as Keir Starmer navigates these turbulent waters, the coming weeks will be critical for his leadership and Labour's agenda. Can he unify his party and regain public trust, or will these setbacks define his tenure? We'll continue to follow this story closely. For more details on this and other news, stay tuned. This has been your evening news update for June 28th, 2025. Good night.